All right, welcome back to another live trading session. Today we're trading NASDAQ and ES. We will always probably be trading NASDAQ and ES. So let's get started. So on the 4-hour, what I see personally is that price is trading in this OTE zone, and there's an SMT divergence that is very obvious. It's right here, where ES is more bullish than NQ. Or you could just say NQ took out sell side liquidity while ES didn't. But in general, ES does seem more bullish regardless, because as you can see, it tapped in this OTE, it respected, while in NQ it tapped into OTE, it didn't quite respect, but it is respecting this order block right now. That's sitting right here. It actually respected quite nicely the 50%. So let's get on to the hourly. On the hourly, we see this bearish fair value gap on both tickers. We see this bearish fair value gap, so we're gonna have to watch and see what that is doing. Right now it's about 9:41. News comes out at 9:45. So in 4 minutes, news is coming out, and I believe that it will likely take out the sell side liquidity, then maybe create an opportunity to enter in long. That would be ideal for me. Since I'm bullish, I want to see that happen, right? But nothing is really confirmed yet because news hasn't come out, so we're just gonna wait for that. All right, it's 10:07 and I've found my entry. This is off the basis that we're trading in a 4-hour OTE plus an order block, which we respected, and we did not break structure below. On the hourly, we took out sell stops, and we also did not trade below this low, or the body closure was not below the low, so it tells me did not break structure to the downside. On the 15-minute, we took out these lows, again, did not break structure to the downside. We did leave this fair value gap, which if I were to long, I would have to look out for. On the 5-minute, we did close below these lows, so that's important to note. But on every other time frame, we did not, so that's a little bit conflicting bias. Regardless, on the 1 minute, I have this entry on a 1 minute fair value gap. Prices had a large displacement move to the upside and left this fair value gap with this order block right here as an extra confluence. The market hasn't traded into it yet, but we'll see what happens if it does. Honestly, I'd consider taking, and also looks like NQ is more bullish than ES, so I'd want to take this trade on ES. I mean on NQ, sorry. But it looks like price might not give me that opportunity to take that long, as it has already traded higher. So we'll just wait, be patient, and see what happens. Let's go back on the 5 minutes, see what's happening. So on the 5 minute, price respected this fair value gap right here, and that is not a good sign. Let's see on the 5 minute on ES, price also respected with the body, didn't really respect 50%, so it's honestly not too much to worry about. So we'll just see what happens. All right, let's see what's happening. Oops. All right, looks like price is trading into this 15-minute fair value gap now. Let's just remove my little arrow. Let's see. Yep. So you can either go lower now because there's going to be traders that are trading short now, entering a large amount of positions short, or it's going to continue higher. I personally believe it will continue higher, but we'll see what happens. It did body respect on the 1 minute. It's not that significant since it's a 1 minute time frame, but it is something to note. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Let's check ES. ES actually does not even have a fair value gap there. So there's nothing here. It's already been traded into, which is just more confirmation it's going to continue higher, really. They do have an order block here, but it does look like price will already take that out, as if I measure the full order block, it's already past 50%. Yeah, it's already past 50%. Something to note, it does seem that there was an entry here, although it did not really tap into the fair value gap. If I set my entry just on the fair value gap at these lows and a 1 to 2, it would have entered me, just barely. But I did believe NQ was more bullish, so sometimes things just happen that way. Alright, looks like it's retracing a bit. Could be retracing into this fair value gap, which it already kind of blew through, but in my respect, let's see if it respects. 4 seconds till closure. And I wouldn't really say it looks like it disrespected it, really. Or it might come down, trade into this, continue higher. Important to know that if this was a 1 to 2 and I entered on my entry, would have already taken profits here. But I'm glad I got the general direction correct. The 5 minute, it might leave a fair value gap right here that it'll trade into. Because right now it's trading into that 15 minute fair value gap, but every time frame besides 5 minute is pointing bullish. Maybe even like that. Let's see. Those are the two possibilities I see happening. But and now with trading, it's very simple. You simply decide which is more likely to happen, and you just weigh out. Oh wait. In trading, you just decide which is more likely to happen, and then you just weigh out, which one has more confluences. And right now, the bullish does have more confluences, except on lower time frame, on 15 minute, 5 minute. Wait, I believe 5 minute broke structure, right? No, it actually didn't, but it did break this fair value gap up there. And on 15 minute, it respected this fair value gap. So on 15 minute, it's quite bullish. I mean bearish. It's quite bearish. even though it did not break structure, still respected this one up here too. On 5 minute, did break structure to the downside. On every other time frame, it's quite bullish, but we'll see what happens. I have ES on this side just to compare, really. Looks like ES is holding up a little stronger than NASDAQ right now. We can base that off Fibonacci. So while ES hasn't traded below 50, NASDAQ has already traded below 50. So important to note. And I wonder how many times I've said important to note this live session. Must have been a lot. Although on ES it did break below 5 minute for value gap again. But there's this order block that it tapped into. Let's just delete this. Simplify things, make them easier. We don't need this OTE anymore because we already know that it's traded in there. Yeah, we don't need this really. This is just a diagram I built. I call it the Roblox diagram. It's very blocky. Alright, price take out sell side right now. There are these 1 minute for value gaps. See how price reacts off those. I'm going to delete my Roblox diagrams. You don't really need them. I can also delete this. Remove as much lipstick as possible. ES also took out, oh, what the hell. ES also took out ES also took out these lows. So this is actually the entry I was looking for earlier in the day, but as things stand, looks quite bearish to me with the respect to that 15 minute for value gap. I don't think I would take this trade, to be honest, guys. Oh, what the? Market is giving me the opportunity to enter. But to be quite honest, I don't think the bulls outweigh the bears here. To be honest, guys. I could enter right now, but I just don't think. Let me evaluate. On 5 minutes, there's really nothing I'm entering off of. On 15 minutes, there's really nothing I'm entering off of. On 1 hour, there's not much I'm entering off of besides a 1 minute fair value gap, which simply, and also 4 hour OTE. You have to remember that too. But 4 hour time frame, I mean, a lot of things can happen in a 4 hour time frame. I mean, it is respecting this fair value gap quite nicely. I have a feeling the second I enter this, it will just completely dump. I think it's just waiting to trip out traders like me right now. But who knows? I'm just not sure. I don't think I would enter this. There's just nothing on 5 minutes supporting me, nothing on 15 minutes supporting me. There's something on 4 hour, which is this giant order block, but not sure if that's a great enough Confluence to enter off of. I mean, I surely did yesterday, though. I don't want to make the same mistake I made yesterday. And this is just what goes on in traders' mind every single day. But I am only risking 0.25%, so a loss is basically nothing. Let's see, where is that? What is it even? Okay. Looks like the trade is actually working out quite well. We'll see how it reacts off this fair value gap right there. Maybe now I would consider taking this trade after seeing the reaction. It was a sweet reaction. I'd have to aim a little bit higher, but that's fine with me. See, I could enter right now. But is it worth it? It's 0.25 risk, yeah, whatever. It's worth it, guys. It's such little risk. I mean, I'm practically losing nothing. I have the opportunity to gain something. I'll take the opportunity. Now let's see. On 5 minute though, we don't want to see this. We want to see this fair value gap kind of destroyed if it trades up into that. Is price respecting this right now? Oh, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Oh, not a good sign, guys. Maybe the market just tripped me out. Also, I just realized my position was filled up here, so let's move stops. I might have been tripped out right now. Everything I was saying 5 minutes ago was true. I'm really only entering off a 1 minute structure, which is just not very reliable. Higher time frame is more reliable, and the 4 hour OTE is helping me out, but 15 minute, 5 minute are both bearish. Hourly is bearish. This might not have been a good trade, guys. Might have to just leave this. I could just leave with a light loss of 30 instead of $100. I think. I mean, let's see. I think I'll do that, guys. I don't really see this trade working out. Let's just make sure it respects this if I'm going to leave. And let's see. Did it respect? Yep, I'm leaving, guys. I usually let my stop loss hit, but I just don't think the trade is worth it. It's really wild how contradictory I am, right? A couple minutes ago I said, you know, the trade is worth it. It's 0.25 risk, but It's worth it if it's an A plus setup. A plus setup means all time frames align, and simply these time frames are not aligning to a bullish bias, at least. I mean, this is very bearish. So just always have to consider that. Oh, let me mark my loss. Took one loss today, and that will be it for the day. I don't plan to trade any longer. I take one a day, and yeah, that's it. Have a good one, guys. Roadblock out. I just want to record a quick update for you guys. This trade does seem like it's about to hit TP at this high right here, and I just wanted to make a note that from this point forward, I will not be leaving my trades early. Especially that I psyched myself out. I'm quite disappointed in myself for doing that. I did clearly care whether it was a loss or not. Even though it was just 0.25%, I guess I didn't want another loss. But I will not be doing that again. So just wanted to update you guys. And yeah, see ya.